Hello, everyone. Can you hear me, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Can you?
Welcome. Yeah, I can. Welcome
Okay,
to
cool.
today's stream. Toby here. Emmanuel also here. Yeah. Let me start with like an apology. Last week we didn't stream because I don't know. Last week was a bit crazy. But so we sort of had to like break the loop just a tiny bit. But moving forward, we'll try to like maintain the weekly cadence that we've been maintaining for a very long time. So we're excited to be here, and also streaming and stuff. So introductions. Welcome, hello everyone. I'm Toby Loba, and I'm a software engineer and developer relations engineer at Gaia. I've been working in software for about 4 years now. Focusing on like open source, and then using open source to like sort of be a bridge to so many of the tech fields like Web3, AI, and now decentralized AI that I currently also specialize and building. So yeah, excited to be here. And to the right side of my screen is Emmanuel. Well, also I see Francesco in the chat. Hey, Francesco.
Yeah, yeah, shout out to Francesco for tuning in. Hi, guys. So my name is Emmanuel, software engineer, senior front-end developer at Rover. Excited to be here, for another awesome episode. Yeah, and yeah. So as Toby has said, we sort of have like had like a break, last week. So we're unable to um we were unable to be on the live stream last week. So, but today, hopefully, we're doing something exciting and we should like make over for last week, I guess. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. Also, Francesco has a question like if we are using Anchor to build on Solana today. Yeah, for sure. We're actually exploring everything around Solana, starting from like uh sort of educating our viewers on Solana, how they can actually get started, how to join a super team, and how they can build and ship code on Solana. So for
Yeah,
sure, we'll definitely be exploring Anchor.
yeah, sure. So it's basically sort of like think of it as an onboarding for those devs that are like looking to build on Solana. Yeah,
Exactly.
so sort of like a workshop.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get started. So Emmanuel, do you have like any experience, building with Solana, or uh, or maybe you've ever actually interfaced to Solana before?
So I haven't interfaced with it before, so this will be like my first time doing it. So although I've kind of like seen like a few stuff around, but I've not actually like done the actual stuff. So this will be like a good way to like get introduced into like the Solana ecosystem. So
Makes perfect sense. Also, I
yeah.
switched my browser to Arc, but I haven't shared my screen on the browser before, so it seems like I'm going to have to restart the browser for a bit. I don't know how I'm going to do
Okay.
that.
See like permission stuff.
Yeah, permission stuff. So, is it okay if I just like restarted for a bit? Because that actually cuts the stream on my end. What do we do? Do you want to share your screen instead?
Yeah, but Um, one sec. But could you like do you have to like restart your system or like restart
No, no,
the
just the
browser
browser.
session?
Yeah, just the browser.
You could like leave and rejoin. I don't think that would
Yeah,
like terminate.
no, it would actually. Oh, you mean it won't terminate the stream
Yeah, it
if I
won't
left
terminate the stream.
on my own channels?
Yeah, I don't think it would. Like yeah,
1 second. But I have to share my screen, so unless I
yeah,
use
like
Google Meet or something. Let
like
me
when
just
you
try. Let me
leave,
try something.
you can like try to like switch the permission stuff and then rejoin again.
Oh, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Oh, okay. That was weird. Solana.com. Maybe I should
I think you have to use what's it called, the WAP VPN to access it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were cut off for a while.
Okay, awesome. I'm back. So I had to enable warp because or warp or whatever because
Yeah,
it seems like Solana website was sort of like ISP blocked or something. So yeah, Solana. Let's talk Solana. Powerful for developers, fast for everyone. Bring blockchain to the people. Solana supports experiences for power users, new consumers, and everyone in between. So yeah,
yeah,
about an ecosystem for developers in 2024. I actually saw this stats from Electric Capital. Then, it was trending online. A lot of people were actually Solana actually became like the go-to, would I say, blockchain or protocol, for people
yeah.
out there,
To build
both in like
stuff.
the Web3 ecosystem and stuff. So yeah, actually,
Mm-hmm.
Solana actually won, if that's a way to put it. So
Yeah,
yeah, so join a community of millions. Yeah, a ton of people. Uh, mass adoption. It's fast, like very fast. Um,
yeah.
block times of 400 milliseconds, and as hardware gets faster, so will the network.
Me too.
Network is centralized, so over 1,000 plus validator nodes. So you guarantee security and data no data censorship
Yeah,
of any sort or anything like that. So decentralized data, and then you also have security. It's scalable, very scalable. I think I even saw one stats that Solana processes about 65,000 transactions uh per second. Uh and Ethereum processes like is it 300 or 200 or something?
that's crazy. Like, that's some overwhelming figures.
Well, that thing is not even a competition, bro. It's like nah,
Serious.
nah, fuck this.
Like, how how do you project 600 and in just a single second? That's crazy.
65,000, bro.
Yeah, and then if you look at like on a large scale, you
Yeah,
see that Solana is like gaining more traction, like more and more traction.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Actually,
like yeah,
a ton of traction actually, because even think of like the AI agents wave and every other thing. They're actually doing like
exactly.
they're doing like so many cool stuff right now in the Solana ecosystem. So many cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, moving on. What was I saying? Case study. Like a very nice case study. They talked about could be bend. Okay, we can come back to this later. Yes. Uh, Boba guys, own base. Oh yeah, case study of people that actually I think migrated to using Solana. Also there's Solana Pay, their own transaction sort of
okay.
like platform product or something. It's gaming also, game that runs on Solana, NFTs,
Solana.
DeFi, and DAOs also.
That was,
Join a thriving community of people. So yeah, you've been kind of onboarded from the Solana website to Solana, I
yeah,
guess. So now let's try to check out uh yeah, let's start building or something and see. Maybe we can see like community. Could we see community?
yeah.
Uh,
I was going to say that. So,
so
okay, they have uh, oh,
have
they
a
have a
podcast
podcast. Nice.
and you can use the blog to also learn stuff. Have a Telegram, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, this is a nice way to actually. This is a very nice page to be honest. Engineering 247 stars. That's not a lot. Is this for
And
Solana.com?
that
Okay, okay.
on
Can
their
actually
GitHub.
contribute. Can actually contribute to the Solana website then. What is it built with? It looks like Next.js. It is Next.js. Oh yeah, we can totally contribute to the Solana website
Yeah, and
and even their
and
docs
yeah, I think it's even like actively maintained because like
maintained. Yeah,
there's yeah the last commit was like 10 hours ago, not even up to a day. That's crazy.
so it's very actively maintained. There's open pull requests.
Yeah,
Oh, they even have an LLMs.txt file. So in case you want to sort of educate your AI or your AI agents with like Solana stuff.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, then they have Discord, email, of course, news, Weibo, Meetup, Solana Collective. Mm,
Um, right. Oops.
let's go to the official docs for Solana. Do a simple quick start to like Solana stuff. Like, man, are you still there? I can't hear you. Or I'm
Yeah,
muted.
I'm going through the. I was going through the
Seems your mic
community.
just went out. I can see your lips moving, but I can't actually hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
No, I still
Oh,
can't hear you. Or is it my own audio?
let me see.
Nope. I'm pretty sure it's from your end.
Um, what about now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, wait. It seems to be my audio. That's weird.
But I can hear you clearly though. I don't know
You
if
can hear him. Okay, it's my audio. My audio just went out miraculously. How is that?
or maybe you sort of like need to switch your.
Say something.
Uh, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, this is definitely weird. 1 second. Let me try to fix this.
I think you can. I think you can check your settings to like switch.
Say something now.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Oh wow. How does this happen?
Like try to switch to your system's audio or something to see
Yeah, it's
if
on
you'll
my
be able to
end.
do
I
it.
think you are fine. This audio just go out.
Okay. So while Toby is trying to figure out his audio, um, so we can quickly go over this. Let me share my screen. One sec. Um, so yeah, so this is okay. Accept. So a quick thought through that documentation. We have a quick start to build your first Solana program. Set up local environment. Toby, are you here? Can you hear me? Oh, Toby's not here yet. Try Solana, play 248, 7048. What's this? This is like a game.
I muted the tab, I think. I don't know how I did that. But apparently it's super easy to do on Hack. I need to learn this browser.
So you mute a tab.
Yeah, I muted the StreamYard tab, so I wasn't able to hear anything for some like mistakenly. I don't know how that
Oh,
happened.
oh, I think there's like a toggle on top or something that you can use to restrict the audio. I guess I'm not sure. Yeah. Let me just stop sharing so you can continue.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, we're going through like the Solana docs here, and we're like, let's give it a try. So like with the quick start stuff. Okay, now you're muted. Okay, that was same thing. So quick start. Quick start. Build your first Solana program directly in the browser. Set up local environment. Vercel preview. Deploy on Vercel.
Yeah,
Simple counter
muted.
built using the Anchor framework. Huh?
Yeah, I was muted before. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. I can. So let's get started. Let's actually do everything here. So let's start with the quick starts. Also, I wanted to talk about like super teams here. So you can actually join like a super team around you. There's like tons of super team chapters. So super team is like a sort of talent ecosystem for Solana. Am I sharing this tab?
No, you're
How
sharing
do I
your Solana homepage tab, I think. Yeah.
I should be able to share this tab.
Yeah, I think you can switch it. You can like change the tab you want to share.
I may have to come back to StreamYard. Can you see my screen now?
It's coming up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see it's coming.
So yeah, you can actually join like a super team around you. So super team is like sort of talent ecosystem that the Solana foundation or Solana themselves sort of like support and endorse. So you can actually join uh in like your locality. There's a super team in India and Vietnam. I didn't even know there was one in Vietnam, UK, Germany, UAE, Nigeria. Um yeah, Nigeria, Balkan, Malaysia, France. There's super teams like everywhere. So depending on your
Yeah,
locality, you
Singapore.
ca- yeah, Singapore. So depending on your locality, you can actually join any Solana super team rather chapter that is closest to you. If you're a student or if you're somebody that's trying to learn how to work build with Solana or something,
Build stuff on
you can
Solana. Yeah.
yeah, you can totally join the chapter that is closest to you, and every one of them have their websites that you can sort of see instantly when you go to the super team page. Um, the Nigerian one is pretty big, and I actually joined their Discord like a couple of months back. So you can like join and easily onboard to their communities and get
Yeah.
building, get learning, and even earn. Like you can check bounties on their websites. It seems some of these images are broken, or what's going on. You can search for like bounties on their websites to see, or maybe the Cloudinary thing is broken. Let me just check it real quick. The dev in me is not going to let me rest until I try this. Okay, looks like the image may be broken.
But it
Okay,
doesn't
yeah,
look
so
broken on my end.
it doesn't. No, 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 not here, not here, not here. Like, click on the Nigerian one.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, is my screen frozen?
I think your
Oh,
screen is frozen.
I'm
But
still
then, yeah.
sharing the old screen.
You're still,
I'm still sharing the.
yeah.
Oh God, this is where I am now. Can you see the screen now?
One sec. Um, yeah, okay. I see now.
Yeah, so I went to this Super Team Nigeria page. can easily see projects that are currently that members are working on. Even, and think there's others that have not been listed here, because I know a friend of mine actually works on a project that um is listed by the super team NG and stuff. You can also earn, as you can do bounties, do programs. Hackathons come a lot to the super team chapters, so you can actually participate in any of them. Yeah, just join any super team. Just join any super team in your locality, and get building, get learning, and start shipping
Yeah.
on Solana.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So
I think it's a pretty big community. So, and if you have like, if you are looking to build on Solana, it's like the best place to be honest, because that way you are going to get to like meet other guys building on Solana. Also meet like experts who have been building for a while. So, if you need like
yeah,
help with like stuff, yeah, it's easier for you.
totally. Yeah, totally. Like it's everything is there. And the best way to actually learn any new technology or even onboard yourself to technology is to join the community. To be honest, because that way you sort of get to meet experts and pick things up pretty quickly as compared
Yeah.
to maybe doing it alone.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So Solana Quick Start Guide. So welcome to Solana Quick Start Guide. And hands-on guide introduces you to the core concept for building on Solana, regardless of your prior experience. So what you learn, this tutorial we'll learn about Solana accounts, learn how the Solana network stores data, sending transactions, learn how to interact with Solana network by sending transactions, building and deploying programs. Create your first Solana program and deploy it to the network. Program derived addresses, PDAs. Learn how to use PDAs to create deterministic addresses. Learn how to use PDAs to create deterministic addresses for accounts. Cross program invocations, CPIs, PDAs, program derived addresses, CPI, cross program invocations, program derived addresses, cross program invocations. Learn how to call other programs from within your program, enabling complex interactions and composability between different
Yeah.
programs on Solana. Okay, welcome back. The
Yeah.
best part, you don't need to install anything. This guide uses Solana Playground, a browser-based development environment. Says follow along, copy, and paste code, and
Basically.
see results immediately, all from your web browser. Basic programming knowledge helps, but isn't required. This is nice. I like the way their docs is like set up and put together. It kind of shows
Mm-hmm.
effort. So it says time to dive in. Time to dive into dive in and start building on Solana. So I guess we should dive in. Solana Playground, so SoPG, provides a browser-based development environment that allows you to quickly develop, deploy. Uh, Browser-based development environment that allows you to quickly develop, deploy, and test Solana programs. So it's in beta, but we can open this up.
So this is
So this
just
is what
like a mini code editor that you could use to like
exactly,
just run stuff in Solana.
exactly.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
So it says to create our playground wallet. So it says new Solana playground user should first create a playground wallet. This wallet enables you to interact with the Solana network right from your browser. Playground wallet, step one, click the not connected button at the bottom left of the screen. Okay, let's follow along.
I guess there won't be any live share for this.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, but we can just do it together, to be honest. Okay,
Yeah,
so it
and
says click.
it has
Go
like
ahead.
the VS Code vibe, like with all the sidebars and stuff and
Exactly,
terminal.
exactly. Or do you want to share a screen instead, and maybe we can walk through it together while you are connecting stuff?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We could follow along with this. We
Okay, so
don't
it
want
says
to
to click on
start
the not.
reconnecting and having issues.
Okay,
So
yeah,
let's
sure, sure.
just yeah.
So it says a playground wallet is a native wallet that speeds up development by auto approving transactions. You don't need to do anything other than saving the key pair for future use. You can also choose to import an existing wallet. Okay. So I said, I guess
Wallet
save keep here.
information is stored. Wait, the wallet information is stored in browser's local storage. You're going to use OI if you clear your browser history unless you save the keep here. Oh, okay. And then you
Okay, so I
save the keep
save
here.
imports. I guess be my downloads. Oh, so now I'm connected.
Oh, you have. Okay.
And then the next instruction says, step two, create your wallet. Click continue. I think we already did that, right? You should now see your wallet address connected. So this is my wallet address
Yeah.
connected at the bottom here. We can see that right here. Uh, okay, he actually wanted to show us like our address on like a Solana profile thing. So they gave us 5
Oh,
uh,
okay.
to start with. But I guess it's
DevNet.
just test. It's yeah.
Like,
You
this
like go
is a
spend
bit
them.
deceptive.
You should not see your wallet address so balanced and
But
connected cluster.
this one says zero soul in
Yeah,
the
I don't know. Maybe they don't like the person,
how
or maybe the person
how are they
created the
giving us
docs
five soul?
after. Maybe the person created the
Oh,
docs
after
after
the
they've done it. Yeah, several times. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. So maybe they've exhausted their like free tokens or something. I'm guessing they won't always give you free tokens, right? So
I don't think they would. Your
uh
browser's local storage, blah blah blah. Okay, we already saw
okay, we
this
already
one.
saw this. So 32 bytes public key from ED 25519 key pair, generally displayed as a base 58 encoded string, something like this. Um, okay, the corresponding private key signs uh transactions from this address on Solana. An address serves as a unique identifier for a user's wallet, a program, smart contract, or any other account on the network. Yeah, makes sense. Serves as a unique
Mm-hmm.
identifier for a wallet, either a program or an account. Yeah, connected cluster.
Yeah.
Solana network for your current interactions. Okay, yeah, the network we are currently interacting with, maybe like a node or something on the Solana network. Or a cluster as they like to put it. So we have DevNet, a development network for developer experimentation. We have testnet also. Also, there's DevNet, there's testnet, and there's mainnet beta. Um,
Yeah.
and there's a network is for validator testing. Don't use as app developer. So as an app developer, I use DevNet. And then there's mainnet beta, the main Solana network for live transactions. So
Mm-hmm.
first it says to
When
get
you,
DevNet too. Yeah,
once you're on mainnet and you're making any transactions, you're getting deducted on your
yeah,
actual
exactly.
points. So this is
Yeah,
DevNet
exactly,
to test.
exactly. So and then it says get DevNet so. So before starting development, you need to get some DevNet so. As a developer, you need so for two main use cases: creating new accounts to store data. Okay, creating accounts
Display
to store data,
programs.
paying transaction fees, or deploy programs rather on the network. Also paying transaction fees when interacting with Solana network. All of these kind of seem familiar, right? I mean, with our experiences working with
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Two methods to fund your wallet with the DevNet. So option one, you can use the terminal. That is, you can airdrop a program terminal. So you can actually do this, like to airdrop a certain amount to your wallet with just this command. Also, I like this UI for their code display thing. This is very nice. You just over and then it shows the copy button.
And then you see a copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So instead we can airdrop like 5 to ourselves. So it like loads. There's a Solana CLI. This is cool. Internal error. Wait, why? Why did that happen?
Are we okay? We have five so now. Try like if you go below five first to see if it works. Try
Okay,
dropping
let me
like
see.
two so
Yeah, but then it says internal
see.
error. Is that supposed to mean something? Like client error or something? You've either reached your there's a limit. Okay, that makes sense. This wasn't very helpful, but this makes sense now. So it says you've either reached your airdrop limit today or the airdrop faucet has run dry. So there's a limit, I guess, per day. So this is the faucet
Oh,
that you can actually use to fund your wallet. There's a Solana faucet that you just type in your address and then
yeah,
request an amount. Oh, the limit is 5. That kind of makes sense. And you can unlock a higher airdrop limit by connecting your GitHub. Makes
yeah.
sense. It's kind of crazy
But
how all
I
of this
think
kind of makes sense to me because of
I,
like some Web3 experience. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was going to say I thought like the first message was something about uh
Yeah, the
internal
browser,
error.
right?
So yeah, I was guessing on something about like the network or something.
No, no, but apparently it was just there's a limit that you can actually get daily, I guess. But we already have 5 so here, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
So then it says using the devnet faucet, if the airdrop command doesn't work, this rate limit error, you can use the web faucet. Yeah, it says you can also go here and just like fund your wallet. Um yeah, let's actually try this faucet, see if it will work for us.
Yeah, just go directly to.
And if this faucet doesn't work, we know that we've actually reached that limit that they said. Um, so I just went to copy my address. Um, coming to this faucet now, type in my wallet address, choose an amount, say 5, confirm airdrop.
Oops,
Oh
what's
wow,
the sign in with
we need
GitHub
get
to use?
this kind of feels like a lot.
But
I
would
hope we
you
don't
be
get that
getting an
error.
upgrade? It's still 5, I guess. It's not going past 5. 5, so
Yeah, but it's actually loading. Oh,
maybe
it actually
4.
worked.
Oh, it was successful. Wow.
Yeah. So let's come and check our playground. See. Oh, it's 10 so now. Nice. Dope, dope,
Mm.
dope. So
That
the
means
web
there is,
faucet works, but you connect your
yeah.
GitHub and stuff.
So does it
Yeah,
mean
you were
that
saying.
the terminal requires like does the terminal require like more, or I think maybe the GitHub was like why it didn't go through on the terminal as well.
Yeah, that seems like it. Because
Maybe.
the CLI was just a single command, but I think it sort of sets a limit
Yeah,
or something. So they want you to go to the faucet to connect your GitHub so that they can give you money.
yeah,
uh okay, so moving on. Reading from the network. That's what it says. So we can read, we can write, we can deploy to the network. Yeah, let's do that. So basic CRUD, that's what we're doing right now. So this section explores how to read data from the Solana network by fetching
yeah,
different accounts to understand the structure of a Solana account. So on Solana, all data exists in accounts. You can think of data on Solana as a public database. Interesting, with a single account table where each entry is an account with the same base account type. Okay, so this is an
yeah.
individual account. It has an address and the account here. So key value. Key is the address, value is the account. I see.
And
So
value
every
has
deep
like
on
a
the
type
DB.
of data
Yeah,
owner.
it has
So
this
this is the type of
interface
account.
that has
Yeah,
yeah lamp ports, data owner, executable, and rent epoch. Interesting. So this is like all the values that exist. This one is an array. This one is a key. This one is a boolean. This one is a
mm,
type of epoch. I think this one is also a type pop key, and then this one is an
yeah.
integer
I think the
lamp
epoch is
ports.
like a time reference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something related to time. Yeah. Okay, so
This
moving
makes
on.
sense. So
So it
each
says
of them,
accounts.
sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
so each of the accounts, each of them have like this set of key values of the address and then the account, address and the
Yeah,
account. Makes sense.
yeah, exactly. Also, this is Rust, by the way.
Oh, like the language, yeah. I think I
Yeah,
saw when I saw the VEC,
yeah,
that
exactly.
particular
Yeah,
one that gave it away. Yeah. I was
yeah,
going to
exactly.
say I was going to say I was going to say Java or C sharp. Was it yeah,
Yeah,
one of
there's
those.
that crazy similarity, or C plus plus
Yeah,
rather.
yeah, C++. So but when I saw that vect and I said, oh, it could actually be Rust.
Yeah, actually. Um. So yeah. So back up here. Let's take a let's go back here. So I'm trying to read from the Solana network. So we're going to get like a bunch of accounts, I guess. At the end of this.
Yeah,
So accounts of Solana can store states. Interesting. Or executable programs. So each account has an address that is the public key that serves as its unique ID. So key
unique
value
ID.
pair. If you remember
Yeah.
from data structures, even you know that the key is always a unique value. But the
Mm-hmm.
value can be anything. Yeah. So Solana accounts contain either states, that is data that's meant to be read and persisted. For example, information about tokens, user data, or other data defined within a program, or executable
Mm-hmm.
programs. So accounts containing the actual code of Solana programs. So these accounts store instructions that user can invoke. So this kind of things like a smart contract of some sort. So like every account on Solana tends to have either states or executable. But I don't think it can have both. Does that can it have both?
Um, I I don't think so as well. I don't think so.
I think it should be one of them, right? It can't be both, right? At the same time, at
Yeah,
least.
because if you are storing, yeah, if you are storing like the state with the address and the account, I don't think there's like a need to store executable
Yeah,
programs for that.
yeah. They actually talked about it here. They said this separation of from program code and program states is a key feature of Solana's accounts model. For more details, refer to
For
the
more
Solana accounts
details,
model page. And so we can
yeah.
go there to like read about like core of accounts and stuff. But let's actually get through this tutorial, yeah. So I like the person that wrote their docs. It's well written. So fetch wallet
Mm-hmm.
accounts. So this example demonstrates how to generate a new key pair, that is public or private key pair, request an airdrop of SOL, and retrieve the account data for the funded address. So on Solana, funding a new address with SOL um automatically creates an account owned by the system program. All wallet accounts are simply system program owned assisted system program owned accounts that also
Account.
and can sign transactions. Interesting. So this
The, where does this
looks like TypeScript.
signing actually happen? But let's just move on. I think. Uh,
So we can fetch accounts. So with this program, all we have to do is import from where is this key pair, all these things coming from?
I think we're generating the key pair.
Oh,
Scroll
Solana has an
to
SDK. They have an SDK.
yeah. I think most Web3 this thing has yeah. So key pair that generates is what like generate the key pair for us from the SDK. So the SDK will probably have your connection like your config already. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking. So
Then
okay,
after that,
no
the
connection.
signature. So connection or request airdrop, key pair or public key. That is the public key that we got from here, and then Lamport Spaso,
Yeah,
which I'm not sure. Okay, it's coming from this the
it's
SDK
coming
directly,
from the
and
SDK.
then we can confirm transaction. And after that, we'll display the account info, like of the accounts that actually sends the money or that gave us the money, I guess. If that makes any
Yeah.
sense. Okay, let's see how this runs. I don't think can we copy paste this into our remote, because I'm seeing a local host thing here. I don't think it will run. Um
Yeah, because the connection is tied to, unless if we can get like the port number of the one running on the browser,
Yeah, exactly. So, but let's run it though.
or
Let's see
maybe
what
they are
happens.
yeah.
Okay, so this is what comes back. Program return success. Oh, they even have an Ask AI here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what this is. Are they using like what's this Mintlify for their docs? This looks like Mintlify or something. Oh wait, maybe it's not Mintlify. There's something
So because of
cookbook
the
or something. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we got a public key back. Is this the same as my public key? This looks familiar. Okay, it's not the same thing. Okay, it's a different key.
notes
And then we get like this JSON with data type buffer, the data here, executable false. So we know it's not an executable, we know it's just an account that saves states, right? Um we get a
mm-hmm.
Lamport back, owner, rent epoch, and then space. Interesting. So kind of similar to what we have here for this data type up here. That makes sense, I guess.
Yep.
So the explanation, they said all Solana accounts share the same account type. A wallet on Solana is an account owned by the system program, which is one of Solana's built-in programs. Wallet accounts are primarily used to hold SOL, tracked in Lamport's field. Okay. Oh, so this is how much SOL is that
That's
is in that
transaction.
account. Uh, wait, are they tripping? Uh,
No, I don't
anti-sign
think
transaction.
I don't think the lamp points is like directly equivalent to the soul. It could be the
uh,
representation, but maybe like yeah. So maybe
okay, but they're
the
explaining here. When you fetch your wallet
okay.
account, so
So
remember that we have two types of account: the wallet, the state one and the executable one. Can they were
mm-hmm.
that the thing that accounts can either contain rather like either state or
Yeah,
executable, but in this case this is just a normal state account that is just has money in it, or tokens rather.
yeah,
So now it says for when you fetch your wallet account, the response includes these fields. Data comes back, but the account data buffer. But for wallet accounts, it is empty. That is, it's come back as either an empty array or just zero or
MTR,
some. Yeah.
yeah.
Other accounts use these fields. Other accounts use this field to store data.
To store
That
data.
is via that's if it's an executable account, for example. Um, Executable indicates if the account contains executable program code. For wallet and state accounts, this is false. So for a wallet or a
Yeah,
normal state account, this is okay. So wallet and state accounts are not the same, but I think they are very similar.
yeah.
Um,
But
so the executable is false here.
okay, okay.
Yeah, you were saying
Makes sense. Yeah, I was trying to say something, but I think I figured. So once it is a wallet account, automatically it cannot be an executable, right? So
exactly.
the
Yeah,
executable is always
exactly.
false.
False.
Makes sense.
So the owner, so they said the system program always owns the every account. So for wallets, this is always the system program with the address, this 11111. So it's a system program. That's why we have this one here to be 11111. And then the lamp ports, the account soul balance. Yeah, I was right. But there's a denomination. So one soul,
Exactly.
yeah, one
Is
soul
equals
equals
to
so it's like way in Ethereum. The way we have
Ethereum.
yeah,
Yeah.
one Ethereum
So
equals to
if you
like is it
want
one
to
point?
yeah, so
Yeah,
if you want to do like if you want to do that transaction, most times you have to like convert to where I think we had this
Lamport.
live stream where we did like was it like 3 billion
I mean for
way.
for for way. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
like 10 is per. Is it
like
it's a lot. It's like 60 something, like
a
or
lot.
something like that.
I got
Yeah.
it got converted to Ethereum and it was like 0.0. I was like, what?
Wait, let me check it out. Actually, I always okay. It's like 10 is per 18 ways
Yeah,
equals one
that's
ether. Yeah, yeah.
very tiny.
So it's similar for like Ethereum, but they use lamp pods. So one billion lamp pods equals one soul. According
Yeah,
to their denomination. So they have rent epoch also. So a legacy field related to Solana's deprecated rent mechanism. Okay. So Solana doesn't use this rent mechanism again, but it's currently unused, so it still just comes back, but it's kind of unused right now. Um, space, the size in bytes of the data. Know that this is not a field in the account type itself. Yeah, there's actually no space here. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
But space comes back anyways, so it's not a field in account type. Um, uh itself, but it's the size in bytes of the data field, because there's nothing coming back in data field, so we just don't put anything there. So great
yeah.
explanation, actually, very nice, nicely put. um
Hmm.
so we can fetch token program, we can fetch token also, token program. Actually, this fetches the token program to demonstrate the difference between wallets and program accounts. um okay, let's see. So now same thing using the SDK, Solana Web3.js. They create a connection. So they're using
So this
this
connection
RPC
is on
endpoint.
mainnet.
Yeah. So they're using this RPC endpoint and confirmed. What does confirmed mean? What does this mean? Okay, so an address, generate a new address, new public key. So is this a random, or where was this gotten from? An account info, await connection, get account info of this address that is up here. And then we console.log. Oh, okay. So this is what the console.log outputs.
Yeah,
JSON
this
or
thing was
stringify.
simplified, so it logs everything.
So if key equals data and value, and there's value and value does not greater than one, return the value at the index of 0, with truncated data bytes, plus the length of the value. So like they are just concatenating there, and the value with the last at the last index again also. Then finally return this value array. Or is it an array? It's not an array. Okay, no, they're just returning that value. So
It is now the
right
value
here.
that is coming from.
Okay, okay. And then two. What's two? Console.log. This inside console.log also. Wait, I need to check stringify. What are the parameters
No,
that
it's inside.
stringify takes?
It's inside the stringify. So I think
Yeah.
it takes like two, but you can also pass in one. When you pass in one, it just stringifies uh, that particular item that you pass in. When you pass in two, then there's a condition, an extra condition.
Okay. So convert to JavaScript to a JSON. Oh, so you can pass in a value and a replacer. You can pass in value, replacer, and space.
Yeah. hmm So the replacer function is like how uh is going to undo the stringify.
Besides an array, all elements are in this array that are not strings that print, including, are completely ignored. Array. Uh White space. Okay, this is include white space. Makes sense. Um, so you're back here. So JSON or stringify. So this is what they want to console or log. After the program has run. Okay, makes sense. So in this case, the second value, which is replacer is a function. So it's an arrow function that sort of does this operation, and then it returns value at the end of it. So and then there's a spacer here. So let's run this. See what happens.
Are we still checking our ports on the browser to see if it's still running?
Yeah, it's actually still
Or if
running.
you are. Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is what we get back now for this token program. Now in our data we have type buffer. Now we get an actual data, and then this is what it returns exactly what the format they want to follow here. So I truncated total bytes is now how many 1003 134,080, and then zero at the end of the array, which is for they are trying to get the last value in the array, so it's zero. It's an executable. This is the amount of in lamp pods. So
Yeah,
you divide this by 1 billion. So that should give you
around
those are-
9 point
now they are
something.
34 now they are 34.087680 soul,
Yeah.
right?
Are you sure? No, it's 9 point. It's 1 billion now.
Oh wait, so that would be like 0 point.
No, nine. I
Wait,
think nine
one,
point
two,
three
three,
something.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, 9 points here, right?
Yeah,
9.3 something, something, something. Okay. Oh, now BPF loader something, something, something. So this doesn't look like a system program. I don't know.
yeah.
Space. Now this is the amount in bytes that this takes, and then the rent epoch also. So now let's see an explanation. So the token program is an executable program account on Solana, like wallet accounts programs um have the same underlying account data structure, but with key differences in its field. So executable search true indicating that this account contains executable program code. For program accounts, this field stores the program's executable code. In contrast, wallet accounts have an empty data field. So owner, this account is owned by a loader program, which is a category of built-in programs. Oh, makes sense. Okay, this is also a
Mhm.
built-in program in Solana core. Makes sense, I guess. Uh, you can also fetch mint. You can also fetch mint accounts. You can deserialize mint accounts. Wait, let's see what this deserialize.
To interpret this data, okay. Get means
Okay. Yo, this is actually dope. But
yeah.
look at what they are using here. Uh, can I scroll to the side? Solana SPL token. So it's like a Web3 JS sort of like package SDK thing within the Solana overaction SDK. Also, you
Mm-hmm.
can write to the network.
Transferring soul between accounts, creating a new token. Um, okay, these ones are like normal um, connection. This looks similar to like the wallet wallet stuff that we just saw.
Yeah,
Transfer.
exactly. Very similar.
So you have to, yeah, obtain a
You have to
signature.
sign it also. So sender,
Mm-hmm.
there's a sender, there's a receiver. They sort of created both accounts, and the connection
Yeah,
has to be established to an RPC endpoint or just an okay. You have a local server running. What I want to understand is what this local server is, or it's just a random port that they are choosing.
I think it's the ports that they are using for this playground they have set up. So if you are probably doing it on your own local, you should reference to
Choose
your
a
own,
different ports. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
the
that makes
ports
sense.
where you have your stuff running.
So these are the steps actually. You create the instruction you want to invoke. System program don't transfer. The public key you are sending from, the public key you are sending to, and the lamp
So
ports. So 0.01 times lamp ports per so. So I'm guessing it's the amount of um they're
yeah,
sending
this is
like
the amount of
0.01 soul. Yeah.
exactly.
All of this shit is like mathematics or arithmetics in if I want to put it. So add the instruction to a transaction. So this is transaction. So okay, you now add this transfer instruction that we've put together before. to that transaction
Yeah.
with this method, and then you sign that transaction and then send it. Okay. Okay, you pass in the connection which we created earlier
Which quoted before.
from here. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, am I tripping? And then okay, yeah. And then you pass in that transaction, and then the sender, the signer keep here. Mm. So in an
The
array, you
sign.
put like
Wait,
sender.
is it? Oh, this
So this
is.
one
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
in an array like
Hmm.
that makes sense. Also, you can even create a token and send and add it to the Solana network,
Hmm.
and then you can create a mint account also.
I like the way this docs is like very structured and it has like a breakdown of like everything you want to do.
Yeah, because you know you would probably never get it if you
Yeah.
don't like get a breakdown. Yeah, to be honest, this is very nice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the worst way to actually put your products together is to give it the worst docs. Nobody's going to get it, and everybody's just going to give
Exactly.
up. So it is like deploying your first Solana program. So in this section, you build, deploy, and test a simple Solana program using the Anchor framework. By the end, you would have deployed your first program to the Solana blockchain. So the purpose of this section focuses familiarizing you with the Solana playground. The guide walks through a more detailed example in the program derived address and cross-program invocation sections. For more details, first the programs on Solana page. So first, they said we should open the playground and we should create a new project. Click on the new project button on the left side panel. So let's do that. So select Anchor as the framework. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Anchor.
Anchor is in the middle. Yeah. Still loading.
What's going on?
I think your network is still loading in the background. Maybe you can refresh.
Okay, let me refresh.
Yeah.
Or is that playground just broken? Oh wait, I had to search Anchor, this is kind of weird, honestly. That means those buttons don't work then.
Yeah, it looks like
What?
so. Or I because I saw like a loading state underneath, so probably it was still trying to load up the contents like the image and stuff for that
Oh,
part.
okay,
Or
okay. But look at the way this is set up. So we have the like lib.rust program here for like our Anchor based setup or something.
yeah,
Oh, so I think it's like a full stack framework that comes with like a Rust smart contract layer, and like you can use normal TypeScript for like the client to interact with it. Oh wait, oh unless I'm going too fast. Let's come back here and see what they're saying. Um, so now you see a new project created with the right program code in the src.lib. Yeah, we can see that. And now the basic Solana program creates a new account and stores a number in it. Program contains one instruction, initialize, which so let's come back here. Do we see initialize here?
requires
Yeah, we do.
data. EU64. Uh,
Okay. So this is a struct for what initialize is, and it's derived from like this account. Um, okay, type. Okay, requires a bunch of things.
yeah,
Okay, let's come back here. Yeah, it creates a new account. Saves the value of the data U64 in the account. It logs the message to transaction program logs. Yeah, we saw all of this. Just an explanation. For now, this covers the high level overview of the program code. The declare ID macro, yeah, which is this macro here. Um, specifies the on-chain address of your program. So in this case, it's just like 1111111. So Solana program automatically updates this address when you build the program the next step. Okay, okay. So the program attributes annotates a module containing functions that represent the program's instructions. Program module. Oh, okay. So these are like instructions to running
Yeah.
the program. So we have this here. So in this
Yeah,
example, the
even
initialize instruction
examples.
takes two parameters: context passes to the function the accounts required for the instruction as specified in the initialize struct. Also, we have data use64, a custom parameter you must provide when you call the instruction. The function body sets the data field of new account to the okay of new account to the data to provide the data argument and then print a message to the account, print a message to the program logs. Okay, so this data here it sets the context data to this data that we pass in here, and then it
Yeah.
prints it out here. Anchor Anchor automatically awaits the derived attribute accounts attribute defines a struct that specifies the accounts required for its particular instruction, where each field represents a separate account.
Yeah.
So this one here. Mm, I see. So they said it's specify the accounts required for a particular instruction. Okay, so Anchor automatically handles common security checks related to account validation through field types. Example signer, okay, info and constraints. Example accounts mute. Okay,
So Anchor has like all those sort of like framework um, guide per se. So
level,
it really helps. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
it already has like a bunch of them set up, and it says the account attributes defines a struct that represents the data type for accounts this program creates and owns. So every new account sort of has
The new
this format
account
or yeah,
struct.
this
Yeah.
interface. So it's set to build and deploy the program. So we just run the build program. So it compiles our Rust program on our playground. So let's run this. Um, so when we build it, it updates this to our public key.
Yeah. Which is this unable to be
Why
able.
is it not? It said to report here if it's unable to build. Interesting. But we just want to test it out, bro.
Do we have to run the there's like maybe an executable to the left on that playground. Maybe we have to run that first.
Which one?
Stop sharing your screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, now it's successful.
Oh wow. Oh, I think they needed us to go to their page, their guitar. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. You just had to be there. Just need to go there first. Uh, but
so
did
South Africa,
did they update
yeah,
did they
yeah, it
update
did actually.
the
To the
public key?
yeah, in the declare ID, yeah, it did, yeah, in this macro,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
It says
Awesome,
Solana
awesome.
program updates the address in declare ID. This address represents your program's on-chain address. So after building the program, run deploy in the terminal to deploy the program to the network, DevNet by default. Program deployment requires allocating Sol to the on-chain account that stores that program. So there'll be an account that will take our program when we deploy it, which kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So before deployment, ensure
Yeah.
you have enough Sol. You can get DevNet Sol from the faucet. So all we have to do is run the deploy command. So this is a very small program.
Yeah, this one shouldn't take like.
Okay, seems it's deployed. So we can view it on the Solana Explorer. So this is the transaction for that deployment. Timestamp West African Standard Time, May 31. It's finalized.
Uh,
Confirmations, slots, recent block hash, fee. This is the amount you paid. Complete units
yeah.
consumed, transaction version.
What
And
does
this
this
is the
slot mean?
account input. I actually don't know.
Is it like the number of like checks you have to
Oh,
do?
I think slots means the block that we deployed to.
Oh, okay, okay.
So there's like several other transactions that are on this slot also.
On that same slot.
Yeah. So these are the inputs to the account that we deployed to.
Mhm.
So these are the instructions that exist on that our sort of smart contract that we just deployed. Create
Yeah.
accounts, deploy with max data learn. Oh wait, is this on our own program or on the accounts
This one
on
is.
the
I think
deployed
this one is
account?
not on our. It's not on our program because most of
Oh, so they even tested it.
same program instruction.
Oh, I think these are our instructions though.
But we only had like one transaction now.
Let's come back, see what was happening. Yeah, this makes no sense. Yeah, I don't get it. Let's let's come back here and see what's happening. Let's come back here after we deploy. Let's see what they are
Sure.
saying here. Um, so you can also use the build and deploy. Okay, buttons. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. So after deploying your program, you can call its instructions. So test program. We start to include the test file in test anchor.ts. This test demonstrates how to invoke the initialize instruction on the program from the client.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come back here. Let's check out the test. So on the test, we can see that the initialize, what does it do? Um, Initialize the data that is being passed in, new accounts, the signer, and the system program. Uh, Confirm transaction hash, action, new account of data. Okay, so this doesn't really test the same commands that we saw for creating an account, but I guess as we deployed that, they had to create an account for us for deploying. But let's follow their instructions and test, like they said.
Hmm. So you can even run the test command on the terminal.
Yeah, so let's test. Atop is not defined.
Fail to execute, remove child on node. The node to remove is not a child at this node. Wow.
Okay, so how do we fix this? Do we have to cd to any directory? Okay, everything seems to be in the root directory. Let's run this test from here. Yeah, it says same error.
Wait, does it generate a TS file, a test file for you? Okay, this
Yeah,
was
there's already a test file.
yeah.
Uh, there's already a test file here. This is awkward.
Oh, on court reference. Why why does this
Where is
give
Atop?
different outputs?
Where's this
It's
thing kind of sucks, to be honest.
no, it's probably Atom is probably like a function I mean a method inside of like a class, so you probably never see here. But
Oh yeah,
mine
to
is
be
that why
inside
is
the
it giving
package.
yeah inside the
I,
package? But why is it giving different
I think there's a
results like
refresh. Their playground needs some fixing, I guess. We can actually do a
Mm-hmm.
stream on it, maybe fix it out or test it out. That can be a separate stream, to be honest, because that was definitely an error. And after you refresh, it kind of seems like all the errors disappear and it works as it should work.
Exactly. Exactly. And he also says, okay, there's a command to check the logs.
Yeah,
Solana
that they
delete
generated it
something.
for us. Um,
Yeah.
so we just have to that transaction hash thing. So let's come back and test it.
Yeah.
So playground, so it loaded the CLI, then it checked this RPC URL, default signer, playground wallet, commitment confirmed. Transaction executed in
You're not
this
sharing
slot.
you're not sharing your
Oh, I'm
screen.
not
Your
sure.
screen is fixed. Okay.
Uh, default signer, transaction executed in this slot, block time,
Okay, this is like
version
the
legacy.
same thing we had on that uh
Yeah, but we have
group.
like four accounts. We had like four accounts here. Each of the accounts has like permission kind of thing. But this one is similar
Mm-hmm.
to the system program account.
Yeah.
Uh, instruction 0,
So this
program.
one's the program account. Data fee.
Yeah, none of these logs actually makes that much sense to me. Let's see what they are saying on their docs. So they said after running it, you can even view the possible output here. Okay, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
How do you uh yeah, okay, so you transaction details on Solana FM or Solana Explorer by searching for a transaction signature, that hash.
Yeah.
Oh wait, for you. So if we search this transaction hash, for example, so this was the command that we ran.
You're not sharing. You're sharing a different tab. Yeah. So welcome.
So apparently we can search for this transaction hash and see the transaction that we just ran.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is what we're also getting on the terminal as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not just clear on why we have like this number of accounts. I mean, I get the owner accounts, the one that has like, but the other ones are like, I don't really get where those ones are coming from. So
Okay,
this
so
was
this
owned by system,
this one explains it. Yeah.
yeah, system program, owned by,
This looks like our
so
public address, right?
yeah, it is. What's the name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then there is, where is the other one? Owned by native loader. Hmm. This is still on that. This is the system program as well.
So this is
Owned
our
by,
own account.
yeah. I think the other ones are like uh
Accompanying
the
accounts or
account,
something.
yeah, are involved in the entire transactions. I think.
That kind of I think now it makes more sense now. So is it that every transaction would always have like multiple accounts associated with it?
That's what I want to like be sure because I don't think that will be the case if you have to do like, is there like a batch transfer
There's even eight
kind of
accounts
thing?
here.
Maybe you want to do like a batch transfer. How would that work?
Yeah, actually, bro.
PPF upgraded loader.
So this is our own address. And all these ones are like other
Yeah.
system accounts. So I think per like even deployment or anything, there's like a bunch of accounts that are companies executing that operation. So they're like some of them are like
Mhm.
smart contracts. Some of them are like smart contracts. They don't actually do anything.
Yeah, I think so too.
and then your deployment also gets an hash rather, or transaction hash for
Yeah.
you deploying it. Okay. Okay, well, let's come back here then. So now we can close the program. So lastly, closing program allows full recovery of SOL allocated to the on-chain program. Also, let's see if our SOL also reduced. Yeah, they actually deducted SOL here.
It was 10 before,
Yeah, it
so
was
it's
10.
now like, yeah.
So now we can close you can close the program also, like Solana program close, then program ID. So for example, you just put your program ID and then to close it. So
Yeah.
only the upgrade authority of the program can close the deployment process sets the upgrade authority when you deploy the program. This account has exclusive permission to update or close the program. If someone revokes the upgrade authority, the program becomes immutable without any possibility for closure or updates. So when deploying programs on Solana program, your program wallet automatically becomes the upgrade authority for all your programs. Congratulations, you just built and deployed the first Solana program using the Anchor framework.
Hmm. This is awesome. So I think the idea of the program ID is that when you sort of like have completed whatever it is you want to do, you can only be the one to like close that particular session. So it's
Exactly.
not, yeah,
So it's not upgradable. It's not something that somebody can just come and write. Oh, so when we close the
exactly.
program, we get refunded. Wow.
Wait, can I see? You're not sharing the tab. Can I see? Oh, wait. But we didn't get everything, I guess. We still
Yeah,
lost like,
we didn't get everything. It's not completely 10, but it's like 9.999 or something.
yeah,
This is
that.
nice. Oh, okay, yeah. So they said it here. Allows full recovery of the soul allocated.
Oh, after closing the program, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
So we can view the full transaction logs. Okay, yeah. So what we were viewing that time where we saw a bunch of accounts was the full transaction log of the deployment that we did.
Oh, okay. That was the one we saw like 8 accounts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, every
And in
account
most
has
of these,
like permissions. So you can like, I don't know what S means, but I know W and R. Okay, I think this means sign or something. Read and write, read and write. Can only read this one, can only read this one and execute it.
you're sharing a
So
different,
this
you're sharing a different tab. I think you're on your terminal.
yeah, what
So,
I'm saying is that like on the logs,
yeah.
if you see,
Oh,
every
okay, okay,
account has
okay.
like SRW. I think S maybe means
Like
sign.
permission stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like Linux kind of thing. Yeah, read write. Can
Yeah,
just
sign,
read and
read, write.
execute. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's actually try to read the code and maybe understand this because I'm still trying to like see if I get it. Okay, so we are using Anchor, the package, program public and to update automatically when you build the project. We have
Yeah.
this program here, Hello Anchor, isn't super. As maybe it's like using like a high level class somewhere.
Yeah.
Initialize, returns the results.
I
Message will
think it's
show up in the
inheriting
transaction logs.
from a class or something.
Yeah, exactly. So he said this will actually show up in the transaction logs. Can we search here? Change data to oh yeah, it is. Look at it.
Program log,
It
yeah.
actually ran. It actually ran the
Change
initialize.
data to
Yeah.
42. Mm-hmm.
And then ends it. So then initialize must specify the space in order to initialize an account. So these ones are just structs, I guess. So the new account, the signer account, the system program. Oh, everything is actually here. So this is account one, two, three. Is this also an
Yeah.
account? One, two, three. Default accounts. Okay, first 8 bytes. Default account discriminator. Next is by come from new accounts. Data being types U64, um, which is this one our own. U64 bits unsigned integer equals 8 bytes. Okay, so maybe it kind of makes sense. All he did was initialize, and then he just printed this message. So he wasn't actually doing anything too crazy. So it's executed the program. Okay, now I think I get it. So this is block hash for our transaction. First signature, second signature, all the accounts that we have to execute that program, and then the instruction to execute the program. This is data for the execution of the program because we are deploying a contract. Um, Also, 42 is actually right here in the data array too. So log messages, we get the program that is being invoked. The instruction is to initialize right here. And then the program, system program, change data to 42, and then you just run. And then our program consumed this amount of compute units. Okay, this actually makes sense now that I read the logs properly.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Yeah. So I think it sort of like has like, I mean, from like exploring other Web3 texts, there are like similarities, right? So like some most of like the foundational stuff are still like the same, the same in terms of like you have to like sign transaction, run this, run that. So it's kind of like similar, but I think I might still need to like go in depth, like to like go through this to properly understand uh the deep level connection. But I think so far it's making sense. It's making sense actually.
Yeah, totally, I agree. Also, you can come here to like sort of install the entire and do everything that we just did earlier. Also generate a key, a local you can do like a local key for yourself also on your own machine and run
Yeah.
everything. They said this single command installs everything and installs all dependencies. We can give it a shot. um
hmm I think the playground also even helps because if we probably had like run it like locally on our system, we might we might be getting some issues that be difficult to like sort of figure out
yeah,
where they are coming
yeah,
from.
actually,
So it
yeah,
just,
actually,
yeah. So if you're trying to like just get yourself familiar, just run through the playground and then you'll be fine. So from there on, you can now pick up actually running it
agree,
locally.
agreed.
Yeah, yeah.
So now this is installing the I'm installing the Solana CLI on my machine now, with just that single command. Also, you can install them individually also if you want to go through the steps one by one. But you need to have Rust on your machine, just so you know. Or
Yeah.
you can just use the single command if you're on Mac or Linux. It's also installing the Anchor CLI and everything for me now on my machine. So this was a fun stream, I think.
Definitely.
Let me see if the installation. Oh wow, this is a lot of installations. Can I share my entire screen? Oh, I have to
Is
do the
it like
system settings.
is it like
I can only share
installing the
tabs.
entire is it
What?
installing like the entire stuff for you?
Yeah,
The
actually, my
entire
machine right now. Both Anchor, the Solana
oh,
CLI, everything. If you're in the chat and you have any questions for us, feel free to ask away. We are here to like respond to your questions. Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Francesco, for joining and also like dropping knowledge. Francesco is like a Web3 OG, so he knows a lot about all this
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely,
Brad, also thank you for responding then when I muted my tab.
definitely.
So
We
installation
like
is complete. Yeah, continue.
finally. Yeah, I said we like it when there's engagement. So the stream is definitely more fun if we're having like more engagement.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, installation is complete. So now let me actually check that I have Solana on my machine. Sorry, I can't share this because I haven't enabled system settings, but I'll do that right away after the stream. I didn't
Yeah.
want to break the stream. So let me just confirm that I have Solana installed. Yep, I have Solana installed on my machine. So
Awesome.
I can just test it out by checking Solana version to see that. Yep, I have the Solana CLI on my machine, and you can also view all available versions on the Agave GitHub repo. So Agave is validator client for ANSA, formerly known as Solana Labs validator clients. Interesting.
Uh, that's that's
So Agave can
nice.
help you manage your Solana CLI. So you can just use it to like um updates or stuff. Also, Anchor has a version manager too that you can use to manage the CLI and stuff. Mm, You can see your current Solana config. You can create a wallet
But
from your Solana CLI.
just curious
And you
though,
can
are they?
airdrop.
There are probably other frameworks that you could use other
Yeah, there
than
are,
Anchor.
and they're actually on the playground. You can write. You can use the Solana native to just write code. Um, or you can use Solana native to just like write code. If you see here, Solana native, which is just
So,
Rust. You can use the Anchor framework, or you can use Seahorse, which is Python. Nice.
oh,
It's crazy that they have a
there's
Python
a
framework.
yeah, there's one for even TypeScript for Poseidon or something. Yeah,
Poseidon.
I'm just checking
Yeah.
this. Poseidon. Yeah, and there's also Kite. Uh, it is on top of Web3 JS V2.
Yeah,
Nice.
Poseidon is here. Can use Solana programs with TypeScript.
Yeah.
It looks like Poseidon uses Anchor itself, or am I tripping?
Really. Um,
Oh wait, maybe
or
that's the wrong
maybe
Poseidon now.
maybe he has some like maybe a
I'm
bit
trying
of
to go to the
Anchor, like
trying to go to the uh okay. It seems this is it. Okay, these are just types though. Yeah, you still have to use like some sort of Rust kind of thing. You still have to install Anchor and Rust stuff, and everything, but you can write your programs in TypeScript. I think that's the part that's fun. But it's a
Yeah.
transpiler mostly. It's a transpiler mostly. So it just transpiles your TypeScript program to like Solana compatible program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess so. You know.
So yeah, this was a fun stream in my opinion. I think I actually did a lot live. Went through a lot, ran programs, executed programs, showed you how to join super teams in your locality and what super team is. We also talked about Solana. But let me look at that thing that I was looking at then. That sort of um stats thing like that I was talking about, like transactions per minute of Solana to uh Ethereum and Bitcoin, or bit, yeah, or bits or something. So Solana has 2,600 transactions per second. Ethereum has 15. Um so yeah, okay, wait. Can theoretically handle this 65,000 transactions per second, making it significantly faster than Ethereum and Bitcoin. In practical terms, Solana processes 3 to 4,000 transactions per second, while Ethereum and Bitcoin handle around 15 to 30 and 3 to
That's
7
a lot of
respectively.
difference.
That's a large one, bro.
Yeah, like this, the gap is like crazy.
I think I end the stream here, right?
Yeah, sure. I think we've been able to like do a lot already. So this is like
Okay,
a good
awesome.
place to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for coming to the stream. We actually love that 90 of you came to watch the stream and watch us, talk about Solana stuff live. We appreciate you all
Hmm.
being here. Yeah, catch us same time, same places next week. See you
Yeah.
all, and enjoy your weekend. Don't be like us. All right, bye everyone.
Yeah. Bye, guys.